Hola a todos. Today we're going to be talking about the present continuous tense, okay? So, you may have heard me mention the present continuous tense in the past. It's basically used, we have an equivalent in English, right? When I want to say I am doing something or I am in the process of doing something, it's used to talk about something that is happening at the moment and is like continuous in nature, right? So I can say like I am eating, I am drinking, I am sitting down, right? Those are all examples of the present continuous tense. This isn't to be confused with like maybe like the simple present tense, which is just like I eat, I do, I sit, I am sitting is the continuous form of that. So to form the present continuous tense, you're going to use the conjugated version of estar plus something we call the gerund. So I'm just going to write gerund. And basically what the gerund is in English we have something that we have the gerund in the form of ing, right? So I am blank ing, right? In Spanish you're going to find that that's maybe like ando or yendo, things like that. So here's what we're going to do. I'll go ahead and say, oops. So I'm going to make a little table here. And I'm going to say here. How do I want to do this? Okay, I'll just make the verb. Okay, so for example, and I'll say the gerund. So for example, hablar is to talk, right? Now, what would I turn into the gerund for hablar? I would say hablando, right? And this is your typical AR ending verb, right? Hablar, what's another one? Maybe sentar, right? It's to sit. So if you want to say I am speaking, you would say estoy hablando, right? Now an example of an IR word would be escribir, right? And what would this turn into? Escribiendo. So with IR verbs, you're gonna have that IENDO on the end of it. So that's how you form. And this means to write. So you would say estoy escribiendo, right? I am writing. Now you can have ER verbs as well. What's an ER verb? I'm trying to think. Comer. I have a book that uses comer, so let's just use comer. Comiendo. So we can see that the IR and the ER verbs all have or both have the same type of ending, but that AR verb has the ando. But if you have IR or ER, you're gonna have iendo, right? And I mean, it's pretty simple, right? We know what we have to do. So you have to remove that end of the infinitive, right? And you just add on the ando or iendo. So if I want to say like, actually, like here's one more thing I want to talk about. You have some irregular ones. Now, for example, like ir, right? To go, right? You would say yendo. So yendo is going. It wouldn't be yendo. It would be yendo, right? I'm trying to think of some more. Like I know some more. Okay, I mean that's all I can think of for right now. But like, yeah, that's what you're gonna want to do with like, like an ir, which is an irregular one, right? So now, but I mean, you wouldn't. I don't really see like estoy yendo, like I am going, used a lot. Or that's actually, I'm sorry. That's that's a good point to talk about. So if you want to say like I am going, you would not say estoy yendo. You would say like voy, right? You would say rather than, so I want to say I am going, right? I would say voy or me voy, right? You might see that used sometimes. Oops. Me voy. And that sort of means like I go myself, right? We've talked about the reflexive verb of that, right? The reflexive form of that. But you would not say estoy yendo, right? Estoy yendo is not correct. And like I don't like there are cases in which it can be used, I believe. Let me not say this is not correct. Actually, I just wouldn't use it a whole lot. I have seen yendo used at times, but I'm not really sure when to use it. Maybe once I find out, I can do another video on that. But like, yeah, these are things that you want to look out for. Okay. Now we want to formulate some present continuous sentences, right? Uh, uh, they are eating food. So I want to say they are eating food, right? I would say están, right? Because they are eating, which is comiendo, food, which is comida, right? So están comiendo comida, right? Another example would be you are oh, here's another thing I want to talk about actually. With words like vestir, right, you might have some irregularities. This is going to change a little bit. So like normally we would expect it to be like vestiendo, but you would actually say vistiendo. And there are a few words that do this. That's just one that came to head. But like, let's say you wanted to say, you are getting dressed. You would say, te estás vistiendo, right? You are dressing yourself basically, right? Here we would say this is the yourself, right? We've talked about that. So like this is the tu form of the reflexive pronoun, right? This is the estás, you are, and then this is dressed, right? Or well, dressing, like you are getting dressed. So I mean it's really not that bad. You're gonna pick up on some words that you would use and you might have to change around, like vestir, like I just talked about. But like, yeah, it's not too bad, honestly. So if you have any questions, go ahead and leave those in the comment section. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's keep learning, okay? Thanks.